Servus.
Grüezi und
Hallo.
welcome to another episode of
Bahn, dann Eisenbahn.
Look up here at the camera.
Bahn, dann Eisenbahn
There
with
you go.
English and Philly.
So what are we going to do today, Willie?
A screen share, so we're going to pause this, put it on Clip Champ, and we're going to switch it to the screen share.
That's right. Willie, we did some things in, what is it?
3D Train Studio.
3D Strange Studio, except I don't think that's the real name of it.
It is.
I don't know. Oh yeah, 3D Train Studio. And all of the things in it are pretty awesome.
Yeah, plus you can also make new layouts and roads.
You can animate the trains, make them run around the track you built. You can add whatever trains you want to.
And you can add roads if you want and crossings.
Yeah, they got the Feller car system in there, the Viessmann system in there. They've got a bunch of cars, and Willie likes playing around with that. Before we go to Willie, first we're going to go to the 3D Train Studio that I made, which is playing around with track geometry and configuration. And then we shouldn't do that. I know you don't want to do that, but we're going to do that first, and then we're going to go to what Willie built.
I'm going to show them how to build a road and track crossing and also to show them how to add signs. So that's what I'm going to do.
I know that's what we're going to do. So let's go to the video. Let's go to the screen share. Be back. And we're back. And it's recording. So what we have here, see, it's not actually, that's just a picture of the video. It's not actually moving. So we can't. So Marklean geometry is, you have your different radiuses. One, over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
But there's also our 9.
9 is really big, wide radius. So, but
like for 711,
the spacing, when you look at it between...
Hint. If you're using a 2-lane with 711 or 712, you need 229, an R9 turnout, and 071.
So the turnouts are built based on radius 2 here. And the turnout, the spacing here is so you can put, this isn't the right picture. If we go here and look, so your spacing between the 1 and the 2 is always the same, and that matches the spacing here between turn 1 and 2, 2 and 3. And then if you're using between 3 and 4 and 5, the spacing between the different train lines changes. And I've never liked that. I'd liked, you can see here, this is a good way you can cross those and maintain that track spacing geometry. This is mainly just, I was trying to keep that geometry because I don't have a lot of these wide radius turns. These turnouts here, the 711, 712, and the corresponding double slip, or I don't even think it's a double, well, it might be a double slip. But the corresponding X piece in this wide radius, which is actually, I believe, radius 9 through here, through the turnout, is much, I don't know, it's not so hard on the equipment. It's a gentle curve. You can see the difference just looking at it. If I can bring this, no, wrong one. They're both the wrong ones. They're both, but if you bring that up there, here, let's take a look at that. The downside is you use a lot more real estate. The track itself is more expensive. And then you have to add these 071 pieces because right here you can clip another track on the 611. On these, they don't clip together. You have to, the tracks will interfere with each other that you put on the 2 legs here. So you have this 071 piece. Now you have a gap. Now you can, and it actually comes with a little filler piece of roadbed to put in here in this little notch that is left. So playing around with it, how can you space? How can you space? It is impossible to use the 612s, the R2 turnouts between 3, 4, and 5. Can't happen unless you change the spacing on 3, 4, and 5. So you got to use those. But you can, depending on how all this geometry works, and I haven't found anybody that has this all typed out. You can use the radius 2 turnouts with this wider or narrow between the two different track spacings. You can use, here we have the wide radius, and you can actually skip. So you can have a 3 and a 5 and skip that distance.
There's something, like, I need to do something. A little something.
And this is just more playing around.
Okay, I need to do a little something.
Okay, well, in a minute. Oh, I built it here already. Or there. So this is another way you can do things using the wide radius. You can, I don't know why they don't have double slips. That's a lot. It's a really long range.
But they have crossings that are not double slips in C-Track.
And just going through, oh, here's another one. Here's someplace else I started. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So here's a circle.
It's like the Target logo.
5120, that's from Metal Track. That is the industrial curve. There's 8 to make a full circle.
Oh, you forgot to add a 530.
130, our 360 millimeter radius, and all the way up. Yep, I skipped a 530 there. But then we go all the way out here, and that's our radius 9. And one section of track is 12 degrees of the arc. It does not add up to a full 360 degrees. So you can't actually complete a whole circle, but you can if you put all this little track in.
And
to complete the circle, and then it does some. You got all sorts of different radiuses in there. But yeah, the upside to this is you can really try a lot of different configurations and configuration possibilities. Again, here we have a double slip. American doesn't make a double slip, but if you really want to have a double slip,
you need to do it.
And we can zoom in on this. And this, you can do it with the radius 2s, a crossing, and you can get it right there. And you can go from a 3 and a 2 radius. You get those together, and with the right combination of track, you can go right in. Not that you would run to a point right after a double slip, but that's more to make sure your spacing is there. So because they start out wider apart than it's supposed to be, you got to make it up on the tail end with some different piece combinations. You can do the same double slip or double crossing, double crossover configuration. These lines are at the same point here. You just got to change where you go into your radius, stretch it out a little bit, and when you come out, they're not even, but you can get the spacing between the lines the same as the R2 points, and you can get up here, and there's just a whole, I don't even remember what the spacing is on this. This should be just the regular. You can do the same spacing by making this combination setup. Almost. It ends up a little different down here, and we'd have to see how that affects things later on. But it connects, so you should be all right. Where you have the red line, you don't have a connection, and green lines say a good connection within the wiggle amount of the track. Same thing here, just more experimentation and playing. You got a 4 and a 5 radius. You can have those, and it works and moves through. You can also do it with the standard radius. You can actually start out here with the standard. If you use the R2 points, you can come through, and by the time because they're starting out at the same point, 430, 430, 430, 530s. By the time you get to the end, we have the right spacing between the lines to make this work. You just got to adjust and add the appropriate lengths of track so that you get the straight line again, so you can continue with the geometry as they engineered it. So it's actually, it's pretty versatile. It seemed limited to begin with, but then once you start looking at a bunch of different things, you can find the versatility. You just have to experiment till you get what you want it to do. And here I was trying to make another. Hey, Daddy, not exactly sure what I was trying to do there, but we got it.
I'm going to show them something you can do.
So now
that they can do.
We're going to leave this portion.
Wait, I got to show them something.
What do you got to show?
I'll show. You'll see.
You got to use words and tell people what you're doing because they don't know what you're going to do.
I'm adding the same. I'm copying this. Control C.
Nope. Control C is copy.
Control V.
And click the cursor someplace else. And it doesn't show up exactly where you click the cursor. Did you click it? I didn't hear Control V. And sometimes it shows up there and sometimes it goes someplace else, but it showed up there this time. So, and I don't know what happened there, why it didn't move, but that happens sometimes. So now we're going to get into this other part where we're going to let Willie show you. Just laying out the track on whatever software you like is very helpful in designing what you're building. Experimenting with options is pretty cool too. This is the one. There's lots of them out there. I don't know. There's 6 or 8 different ones. This one they all have a free trial and everything, so you can play with them. So we had a bunch we tried, and this is the one. None of them worked great in everything, but this one worked best the most for us. I wish some of them would integrate some of the features that others have. What that gets into copyright and hey, that's my design, and we're different and everything else. So this is what came out, and this is what we ended up using. So with that, let's turn it over to Willie.
Right.
All right.
And we're back.
And here's version 9.
V9.
So they continually update and make changes. I haven't brought all our files into it yet, but you can.
You can control a layout that's running on a computer, or you can control a layout by Android smartphone or tablet, but we're not going to do those today. We'll do those in a different 3D trees you'll be able in the future.
Right. So you can actually...
you can also make new layouts.
There's people that have built tons of layouts, and they've shared them, put them out here for everybody, and click on this one. This one's really cool.
It's a drum that's like this, but like Alex is at his house right now, which is one of my brothers.
You can go in here and you hit play, and that train's going to come around.
Hey, Dad,
you can actually change how fast. You can change that playback speed. It's going to come in there. Woot. And it would be really cool if we could build a station like that. I just don't know what would hold the trains on.
I think it's gears and stuff.
Yeah, but what holds the train? If this was real, how would it hold the trains on in real life? So this is something along the lines of what Chesty Trains built, except his is a flat sliding table, which...
It's called transfer table.
Transfer table, yes, a transfer table. Very good, Willie. You got to look up there. The camera's up there.
But and
now this, you don't need much real estate at all, and all the trains get stored in a much narrower amount of floor space. Yeah. Oh, and then you can click on this,
and you can go in the cab.
And you are in the cab. And if there was more design on the layout, you'd see the buildings going around inside everything. Oh, this is very loud.
Yeah, it's very loud.
So, and you're coming around. And here we go. And we turn. I got it playing back at double speed. So there we are. What did you want to show, Willie?
You can make a new layout. Choose your start scene. You can do model railroad or real railroad. That's when I can. Now you choose.
Choose your scale. What are we? HO.
I can choose what I want.
You can choose what you want. Yes.
I'll choose 132 for this.
Yeah, Willie likes coming on here, playing with and building a layout. So those are the default ones. And we always get rid of all that.
Now you're going to the technical drawing.
Yep, and it's all graphed out for you. You can change the size of that. You can change the size of your table. But let's go take a look at the tracks. What's available for track?
I get that up rid of that. So we can go into favorites. There's signals and stuff.
We've made favorites for all of our Mariclean track.
And I made these for favorites.
Okay. Signals.
We got 3 semaphores and a CV, which has which is a light signal that does a lot of things. It even has light.
You can build your own models to add to this. That's how all this stuff is here. This is all models that.
Plus, I can do it in that.
Well, Willie, you shouldn't have clicked that because that just stopped recording the video.
Oh.
I thought you clicked stop sharing. I guess you only clicked hide. So we'll just leave it that way, though, for right now. Just leave it there. It's not in the way.
Okay, so I'm in the terrain tools where you can change this.
You can change the shape of your table. We're just going to apply these changes. There's your table shape.
And now I'm going to make a row of a track. You can also paint your terrain.
Yeah, all right. So we get out of this screen, get out of those options. Okay.
Hey, I wanted, you know what I wanted to do?
We can do that,
I was trying to paint my terrain.
Oh, you wanted to paint the terrain. Gotcha. Now
That's
I understand.
The paintbrush. I'll do that out of this. Let's get that out of that. All right. Do it in 3D. So you can choose snow in the mountains. You can choose your brush. You can choose rotation. You can.
All right, let's change the size of the area you're going to affect. You're zoomed in. There you go. Go ahead. Paint away.
I'm doing snow in the mountains.
Snow in the mountains. Very good.
And paint my whole table. Snow.
All right.
I'm making it like a snowy. Plus, if you want to bring it back, just push wood. Plus, you can also add.
Yep. All right.
Let's close that out.
All right. Close that out.
We can close those out.
3D online catalog. Let's take a look at the online catalog.
I'm going to go into favorites.
Okay.
And you have all your tracks here. You even have 2, 4, 6, 4, 9.
Yep, we put all of our Mariclean track that we use typically in here.
Yeah.
In our favorites.
Plus, we don't have these yet. I ordered some last year. Yeah. But it didn't get here yet.
Hasn't gotten here yet.
I think they have to order it still.
Still waiting till we have a use for them, and then I'll get mad at, and then I'll have them push that order through. How do you think?
Yeah, but I forgot to order the 2 turnout mechanisms and the special decoder. I forgot to order those.
Okay.
Things.
Are you building something, or are we going to show them the other models that are available?
So I'll use this radius. Use this radius.
You zoomed way out.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna add.
I thought you were gonna show something about it. I didn't think you were gonna be building a track.
I was gonna build a track and then show something about it.
Well, let's show something about it. You wanted to show one of your tracks that you built, didn't you?
No.
No. I'm pretty sure you did. That's what you said you wanted to do.
Well, we didn't upload the My World one. I made a My World.
Oh, but we didn't. It's in the previous version. We haven't brought it over yet. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but it's not there anymore, I bet.
It's probably still there. It's just in a different location. So we're just going to go back to home here. Where's something you made? No, auto racing in the Nürburgring Ring.
I did not make that. It's already there.
And we have wooden trains.
We also have this in container terminals.
And this is actually driving cars onto a car ferry.
But there's also trucks you can get into.
A working container terminal where you can actually sit there and drive the jack, pick up the boxes. This was something that
containers.
Yes, containers, load them and unload them. Here's another container crane layout. haven't looked. I don't remember looking at that one.
I do.
You've looked at it. I have not. So lots of different creations that different people have built. But where's one that you built? This one?
S20FE.
That one or this one?
That one. That one actually has R9, I think. Wait, just double click it. No.
All right.
Whenever it does that, I just push no.
So this is one Willie built.
Yeah.
A basic oval, and he put some roads on here. I don't know whose car system this is.
It's my car system.
It's your car system. Okay.
Plus, you can even speed up and slow down.
All right. Turn that sound off.
That's the siren. Plus,
Can you put a? Can you add the a thing to this?
what thing?
The Volkswagen thing.
Volkswagen.
Yeah,
What?
here. So, online catalog,
Road vehicles.
road vehicles.
Wait, add the Flex Funmobile.
Yeah, that's the one. It's called a thing.
Wait, yeah.
You know where it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, let's actually go in here.
Where is it?
No, that's not where it is. That's not it.
Historic vehicles?
No. SUVs. It's it.
Flex Funmobile.
Wait, let me do something.
So, it looks like a thing. Now go to the controls for it. All right, hang on.
Wait.
Hang on. It's paused yet. Hang on.
No, play.
I'm going to close this window here.
Play it.
We're going to go in here and
Play it. Just play it.
we're driving around
Plus,
and I don't know if you can hear that. Let's turn the volume up some.
I think that's Carnival.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
We're going to put down the windshield.
There's also a benzene canister, which it's on the back.
Yep, you can add a gas can to the back.
Let me show them it. The gas
Hang on.
tank.
Does it play all the way through or can you stop it? Nope.
It plays all the way through.
So somebody went to a lot of trouble creating this, and we thank them for that because it's awesome. All right, go ahead.
I made this.
You made this layout. Yes, somebody else made the car. There's the gas can. You can turn around, get a 360 view, look at wherever you want. Which in here there isn't a whole lot to see, but on a lot of the layouts they have houses and mountains and grass and trees and all colored in. There's an antenna you can put on with a foxtail. Yep. So that's a lot of cool things you can do in here, right? Yeah. Engine sounds.
There's also properties, which see this smoke generator? That's the gas.
Yeah, the exhaust coming out. You can see it there in a trail behind you.
There's a trail behind you.
Yep. How about that one?
This one?
No, the one above it. Gotta sit up. There you go. What happened to the windshield? We can't see nothing with the windshield in the way.
We can see the road.
Front Shiba. Why would it be front Shiba? I mean, I know it's the forward window, but it's like English and German together to make a word. All right, with that,
Vorsicht bei der
These
Abfahrt.
wicked tunes.
What?
These wicked awesome tunes. What do we say, Willie?
Vorsicht bei der Abfahrt.
Türen schließen selbstständig. Vorsicht bei der Abfahrt. Tschüss, everybody. You gonna wave? Oh, we should have had that light on earlier, I think. Where's the stop button?